Welcome to another video, everyone. Max Forti here. In this video today, we're going to talk about fragrances to elevate your style in the work/professional environment or setting. These fragrances are, for the most part, citrus aromatic fragrances, which means what? They're heavy citruses up top, which are very bright, elegant, clean, uplifting by nature, and of course, a little bit of a woodiness in the base, which could be provided by Vetiver, of course, other woods like sandalwood that adds creaminess to the fragrances, and sometimes even some musk in there to make things interesting and warm. But we'll talk more about that as we get into the categories. If you want to know what the fragrances are, stick around. They're coming up right now. Welcome back to another video. Max here. Of course, if you love to make a great first impression, you came to the right place. Today, work/professional fragrances. Broke this down to 3 categories to make your life easier. And the categories are the following. We have, of course, budget-friendly, more affordable options here for you. We have a mid-tier, which is a little bit more expensive. And last but not least, luxury when money is not an issue. Also, all fragrances here are tried and true by yours truly. They have tested and they have passed when it comes to my acronym and criteria, which I particularly came up with a name called ACE, which means appealing, clean, and of course, elegant. So without any further ado, guys, let's hop into the choice. Starting off, we're kicking the list off here with a very affordable choice that's great for what you're getting. We're gonna go with Versace Pour Homme or Versace Signature. This fragrance, guys, clean, crisp, citrus aromatic, very inviting. You can't go wrong with this. For many years, I wore this as a signature office scent. Can't tell you how many bottles of this stuff I brought, to my collection over the years. It smells absolutely incredible. It's very citrus, very aromatic, even a little bit of aquatic tinge to it. And guess what? This is very similar to Chanel Allure Homme Sport, which is, I think close to $100. This is a 200 ml that's gonna be very affordable and it's not gonna disappoint, guys. A great choice for the budget affordable option here for you guys. Next up, a very affordable and great smelling fragrance, performs very well from a fragrance brand that has great options when it comes to budget-friendly options. And of course, Mont Blanc is the brand. I could have said, tons of different options here from this brand that would do just fine in the work setting. But I went with Explorer because it's very similar to Creative Ventus, which is like a $400+ fragrance. This here enhances the experience with the bergamot. It's very bright, very crisp, very clean smelling, very elegant. Not gonna offend anyone, not going to disappoint a work environment. You're gonna smell great. I bet, I go as far as saying I bet you'll be the best smelling dude at the office, guys. Mont Blanc Explorer, a great choice. I said in the beginning, citruses and vetiver make a great combination for work scents because they're very clean, they're very elegant, they're very inviting, and they have this sense of professionalism. Well, when you dress the part, when you set out for greatness, I think Vetiver is a fragrance note that translates that very well. And Dunhill Icon is a fragrance that translates all of that in the bottle. I love this stuff. I've had this bottle in my collection for many years. I think this is like the 3rd or 4th bottle, if I'm not mistaken. This is the original Icon, which is just a gorgeous fruity Vetiver. It's a little bit earthy, not very smoky at all. What it captures here is the essence of the fruits along with that beautiful earth and woodiness from the vetiver. It smells great. I think I go as far as saying this is the best vetiver that is fruity for the work environment. If you wanna, smell great and smell like you really mean business when you walk into a room, Icon will definitely do that for you. When it comes to great appealing fragrances that will do great in the professional setting, I think Acqua di Gio does a great job with their collection, whether you go with the original, the OG, which some say might be dated. I go, totally opposite of that. I think it's a timeless scent. It has been reformulated, so it's not as strong. Maybe you want something a little stronger, so you go with Profumo, which adds the patchouli in there and some smokiness from the incense. But my favorite from the whole Acqua di Gio collection happens to be, of course, I want to try the new Eau de Parfum 2022, which I haven't had the opportunity to grab a bottle, but I will share with you very soon. My favorite from the Acqua di Gio collection to date happens to be Essenza, which has been discontinued and now fetches a pretty penny. But if you want the next best thing, guys, I would tell you guys, go with Bentley Silver Lake. This stuff here is just incredible, and it's about 85–90% close to Acqua di Gio Essenza. It is fruity, it's inviting, you have the vetiver in the base, some other woody notes, but it's a great fruity aromatic fragrance that it's definitely gonna get you smelling incredible. It's gonna fetch compliments, and I'm telling you, you'll be the best smelling dude in the office, no questions about it, guys. Check it out if you haven't. It's very affordable as well and extremely long lasting. And by the way, all the fragrances on that budget list, the first 4 fragrances I just shared with you, will usually be about $40 or less, which is really a no-brainer. Now this next tier, the fragrances here will be about $60 to $70 on average, so it's a little bit more expensive, but perhaps they're gonna be, you know, something that's gonna give you that edge, which for the most part, you're not gonna smell like everyone or other people in the office. I think that the whole purpose of this list, you know, I'll give you some common fragrances, some common smells that will not, you know, disappoint. They're gonna do exactly what they're set out to do, which is to get you smelling professional and appealing in the work environment. But this next tier here, the mid tier, are definitely gonna give you an edge because most likely they're not gonna be wearing these fragrances in your office. From the house of Jean Varvatos, this is going to be Artisan Pure. I love this stuff. This is going to be your gorgeous blast of citruses up top, a combination of very uplifting and bright citruses. There's a woody base here with vetiver that's a little bit earthy, and of course, a little bit of a musk situation here, some aquatic tinges to the fragrance that makes it very appealing. It's a little bit bitter in the account of petitgrain and some of the other bitter notes that it has. I think yuzu is also another note here, which is a form of a bitter-like citrus, kind of like Isimiaki's per homme. But this is long-lasting. It lasts a long time on my skin for a citrus aromatic scent. And I think for less than $60, you can get the big bottle of this stuff, which I'm telling you is great for the office environment. This next fragrance released last year, one of my favorite designer releases, period, along with another one that I'll talk about it later on. This is going to be Brioni for Men. This brand never disappoints, and it's not a brand that has a lot of flankers. Recently, they released a flanker of this one, which is called Brioni for Men Eau Intense, Parfum Intense, which I'll be reviewing for you guys very soon here on the channel. But this one here, guys, is a great one because of the affordability, the long-lasting power, and the beautiful combination of smells that this has. This is a combination of Aqua Fahrenheit from Dior, which is discontinued, which is a very nice, blood orange / vetiver scent with an aquatic tinge. And it also has this nice fruity blueberry note that you get here, which is very similar to Bond No. 9's Bleecker Street. Needless to say, this stuff here, amazing for the office setting. You're gonna smell elegant, you're gonna smell professional, and you're gonna smell like you mean business. When it comes to the work environment, when it comes to safe fragrances to smell great, Prada does it very well. Most people will say that Prada has this very clean and soapy, like expensive soap, luxury soap kind of a vibe to the fragrances, and I can attest to that. It is true. And you guys are probably thinking, oh, he's gonna talk about Prada alone. I will not talk about Prada alone because it's something that's been heavily talked about here in the internet, on YouTube, on social media, but I wanna give you something unique to really give you an edge. So I'm gonna talk about a fragrance that has been kind of forgotten, but it's, to me, the best professional, fragrance that Prada has to offer when it comes to like this kind of a setting. And it's, of course, Amber Pour Homme, the original. Not the intense, but the original. This gorgeous lavender kind of a juice. This is going to be beautiful lavender with some sandalwood, a little bit of spiciness from cinnamon. It smells clean, it smells crisp, it smells uplifting, at the same time very elegant and very inviting, which is the key adjective here. And also, of course, very high-end, very tasteful. Amber Pour Homme, guys, incredible stuff. Don't sleep on this one. Word on the street is it might become discontinued soon. So pick up a bottle and just kill it in the office / professional setting. Speaking of killing it, I told you guys how much I love my vetivers. I think when it comes to office, professional, best foot forward, business, CEO type of a fragrance, I think this one here takes the cake. From, of course, the last tier is going to be the luxurious tier that I'm going to share with you, the little bit more expensive, $150 and above. This one here will cost you about $60 to $70 on average, and this is going to be Terre de Hermes Eau Intense Vetiver. The reason why I love this fragrance, guys, is because it has similarities to a $1,000 fragrance from Creed called Spice and Wood. This is fruity, it's a little bit minty on the account of the geranium that it has, and of course the vetiver here is the fruity kind, not the earthy and very smoky kind. Even though it says Eau Intense Vetiver, I want to say it's intense because it's long lasting, not because it's abrupt or too powerful or over powerful for the office setting. This is just right to give you an edge and to make you smell amazing and stand out in the crowd when you really want to be perceived in a way that you mean business, and of course you care about your grooming, guys. This is incredible. Don't snooze on this one. In my opinion, the best of Terre de Hermes from the whole collection. Except for ultra fresh when it comes to like really hot weather, I would go with that, but all year round, I think this one here is the best one. Before I give you guys my top quote-unquote high-end, luxurious work, professional fragrances, I want to share with you guys something that I've been talking about for quite a while here, which is the best place when it comes to try it before you buy it. If you want to cough up the dough and actually buy these fragrances, guess what? You don't have to do that right away. You can go to perfume.com and enjoy the crew members, which you'll get a little pouch like this, and a very nice professional atomizer, just like so. This stuff here is good for 100+ sprays, which will last a long time. And you could choose whichever fragrance you want from thousands to choose from. They're always upgrading and updating their inventory, niche, designer, high-end, you name it, they've got you covered. And guys, guess what? With the crew member, you get 2 brand new fragrances giveaway every month, 1 designer, 1 niche. It's the best crew member, when it comes to trying fragrances in the market. I guarantee you, seal of approval. I sign below, guys. I try them for many months before I've actually started talking about them on the channel. And on this video, I'm gonna give you guys a chance, a giveaway for all professional fragrances I talked about in this video, which is about 12 of them. But guess what? You can get a beautiful discovery kit just like so with the top 10 choices that you'd like to go with from the 12 choices given here on the video. All you have to do is check out the description of this video, which will tell you exactly what you have to do to qualify for this giveaway. And of course, discount codes and all fragrances linked also in the description. All right, let's talk high-end, let's talk luxury, let's talk when you want to spend money to really make an impression in a professional or work setting, whether you have a presentation, whether you have a meeting, whether you just want to smell amazing every day when you dressed the part, when you dressed your best, when you really want to make an impression, guys. I'm talking about Bleu de Chanel, but not the original, not the Eau de Parfum, but simply the Parfum, which in my humble opinion is the best one. It's the most expensive for a reason. This one here has the best compounds. It's a little bit creamier on the account of the sandalwood that it has. Heavy sandalwood in the base. It's very creamy and fruity composition. A little bit green. There's some herbal components here. My favorite, cypress is here. And of course, the fruitiness that you get with the original. A little bit of this, shower gel / aquatic vibe. But this one here is done in the most sophisticated and compelling manner. I guarantee you guys. Chanel Parfum, incredible smelling. You're gonna smell amazing. Now, the last 3 options here to me are my current favorites when it comes to professional, work environment, when I have meetings or presentations. These are the fragrances that I normally gravitate and pick up and go. And this one here from Tom Ford. Tom Ford is amazing when it comes to elegant, sophisticated, compelling, appealing. It checks all the boxes. This is Tom Ford's Beau de Jour. Used to be in their private brand collection, which was about $250, I want to say, for a 50 ml. Now it's in the signature line, which is a little bit more affordable, still a little over $100, but not 200 plus. And this stuff here, guys, incredible. If you like fougere fragrances, which is this beautiful lavender, a little bit powdery, a little bit minty up top. Oh, it's so uplifting. It's so elegant, very professional. You're gonna smell like the CEO, the boss. If you want to smell like the boss, like you own the place, or like I said, you really mean business, when you walk into a room, people are gonna really, wow, this guy is going places, guys. Beau de Jour is definitely one of those fragrances. Speaking of bold, really, that scent that smells like you mean business, smells like you're very tasteful, that you like the finer things in life. Sauvage Elixir from Dior was, in my opinion, the best designer release last year, period. This here is the classic meets modern to perfection. It took a lot of the components from the original Dior Sauvage, but added these really incredible, timeless, old world, goodness components here, like the beautiful provincial lavender here that adds this really sophisticated touch to the fragrance. Spices, some ambery at the base. It's got these beautiful, modern, spicy components along with the creaminess of the wood and just a gorgeous lavender that will really set you apart from the crowd. I'm telling you, you must have a taste for strong fragrances though, because this one here, you're not gonna need more than 2 sprays, otherwise it's gonna be overkill. But I'm telling you, you're gonna smell like the boss. There's no 2 ways about it. And my current favorite right now, the one that I reach out for the most, it's actually my scent of the day today, which I'll be spraying on very soon before I end this video. This is gonna be a fragrance from an Italian house called Milano Fragrance. And the actual fragrance is called Diorno, which is also a lavender-based scent, which is like, I like to call this a neo-fougere, which takes, classic features, but adds these really nice, modern components, such as the amaretto or the Di Serrano kind of liqueur vibe that I added to this fragrance, which really makes it stand out in the crowd, guys. And I put a nice little dent on this fragrance. I've had this for a couple months now. This is just an incredible scent. I couldn't wait to talk about this. I talked about it immensely last year. It's making my top professional this year, and it's also most likely gonna make my top spring of 2022. This is just a heart-throbbing type of a scent. It smells incredible, guys. I'm telling you, the amaretto here adds this almond facet to the fragrance, along with the lavender, the spices, the creaminess, with the creamy sandalwood in the base. It is just unbelievable. If you want just one scent to smell incredible in a professional work setting, guys, give this one a chance. For 100 ml like this, it's $140. It is a steal in my humble opinion. You're gonna smell like no one else. You're gonna really make a statement when you walk into a room. There's No two ways about it. So guys, let me know in the comments which fragrances you guys gravitate towards the most when it comes to the work setting. I think all 12 choices here are great, whether in a budget, a little bit mid-tier, or high-end luxury. These fragrances are gonna be compelling, appealing, elegant, sophisticated. They're gonna make you smell great. They're not gonna be offensive. Whether you're going for a job interview or you just wanna be the best smelling dude in your work setting or office. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with me. As always, guys, remember, fragrance is emotion in motion, so choose your fragrances wisely. And of course, wear them well. I'll see you guys again here with another video very soon. Take care.